All right, we're setting up webinar for Facebook Live. All right. And we are live on Facebook. All right. Welcome everybody to this week's episode of GCTV live from my kitchen. Just give me a second while I share this on my page. I know, thrilling, absolutely thrilling. Videos, that's the one. And we share that. Story, that works. Share the story, yes. All right, great. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday night, and that means we're live from my kitchen. This week, we have a very special treat. We have it's performed as an old radio show, Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. It's a Marx Brothers comedy, and there will be 2 episodes this evening. And we ask you to remember that this is script performed for radio, so we're going to jump around a bit. If you enjoy what you're seeing tonight and want to give us some money, please consider donating at garfieldcenter.org/donate. We're going to get to it in just a second while I get set up here. All right. And the 5-Star Theater presents Groucho and Chico Marx. The 5-Star Theater is sponsored by the Standard Oil Companies of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Louisiana, and the Colonial Beacon Oil Company, which markets Colonial gasoline. All of these companies market Isolube, the famous hydrofined motor oil, and ASO. Wednesday night is comedy night here in the 5-Star Theater, and we are about to hear those Mad Marxes, Groucho and Chico, in another of their 3-act comedies concerning the adventures of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. But before we get into our program, we would like to ask all our radio friends to do something for us, something that involves no cost or obligation to you, and will be of great assistance to us. For many years, we have enjoyed the patronage of a host of loyal customers. We appreciate your support keenly, and in return, we wish to give you only the best of radio entertainment. We have diversified the programs of the 5-Star Theater to fit every mood and taste. Each week, it includes smart comedy, beautiful symphony music, and singing by opera stars, popular music, and mystery drama. We and the artists want to know how you like our offerings, and we've arranged an easy way for you to vote for your favorite 5-star program. Stop in at the ESO station, ask the salesman for a ballot, cast your vote for the program you like best, and leave it with the salesman. Your votes will enable us to give you the kind of entertainment you like best. Now for the Mad Marxes. This program is coming you tonight from various locales about scenic Kent County. There's Groucho. He looks just the way you see him on the stage and screen, with those black brows and the famous mustache. Chico is here too, in the little green hat and the corduroy suit. The audience is applauding. Our orchestra leader, Harry Jackson, has prepared some poems for tonight. The orchestra is in and the show is about to
begin. Diane. Higher. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, shit.
Is the Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel? You want to speak to Mr. Ravelli? Oh, he's not in now, madam. Mr. Flywheel's here. Do you want to speak to him? Oh, you don't want to speak to Mr. Flywheel.
Who doesn't want to speak to Flywheel? Give me that phone, Miss Dimple. I'll show her a thing or two. Hello? Hello? So, madam, you don't want to speak to me, eh? No, this isn't Ravelli. This is Flywheel. F like in flywheel, L like in fly, Y like in flywheel, wheel like in wheel cutlet, and fly like in milk. Oh, you still don't want to talk to Ravelli, eh? Well, listen, madam, I'll have none of your lip, but I'll take an ear of corn. I guess that put her in her place. Say, I wonder where her place is. I'd like to go up and see her sometime. Miss Dimple, am I doing anything today?
No, Mr. Flywheel, not a thing.
Ah, me, same old grind. Well, Miss Dimple, to work. What's at the movies this afternoon?
Oh, Grand Hotel with John Barrymore.
Well, I'd rather have a small boarding house with Greta Garbo.
Oh, I love Greta Garbo.
Well, I think she's pretty sweet myself. By the way, Miss Dimple, it's cold today. Would you look in the filing cabinet under W and get me my winter underwear?
Oh, your underwear isn't there, Mr. Flywheel. Your assistant is wearing it today.
Oh, so Ravelli is wearing my underwear. Quick, Miss Dimple, look under the letter X and see if he's taken my extra golf socks.
Your golf socks?
Yeah, you know, the ones with the 18 holes.
Oh, they're here, Mr. Flywheel.
Well, the socks are here, but now there's 36 holes in them.
Oh, isn't that a shame? The rats have probably been at them, Mr. Flywheel. The office is alive with them.
Rats at my age? What are we going to do about it?
Well, don't you think I better get some rat biscuit?
Rat biscuit? Nonsense. These rats will eat what we eat or they'll go hungry. Now, what do you think this is, a rascalla?
Good morning. I beg your pardon.
What?
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, madam, but they don't allow beggars in this building. You'll find a bakery shop next door. And furthermore, you'll have to leave your dog outside.
Hey, that's no dog. That's me, boss.
Oh, so it's you, Ravelli. Well, you'll have to leave your woman outside.
Hey, Mr. Flywheel, this the lady? She wants to see you.
Is this a detective agency?
A detective agency? Madam, if there's anything in it for me, this is Scotland Yard.
This man told me he was taking me to a detective bureau.
You are cuckoo. I did not. You stop me in the hall. You say you want a detective. I say, you go see Flywheel. You say, all right. Well, he's a Flywheel.
Sir, are you or are you not a detective? My time is money.
Ah, your time is money? Well, I wonder if you could lend me 10 minutes for lunch. Maybe half an hour for the rent?
For the last time, are you a detective?
Madam, for the first time, I am a detective.
Well, you don't look much like a detective to me.
Well, that's the beauty of it, see? I had you fooled already.
Well, is this man who brought me here a detective too?
Sure, I'm a detective. I prove it. Lady, you lose anything today?
Why, I don't think so. Oh, my heavens! My handbag has disappeared.
Here it is.
Oh, where did you find it?
Right here in my pocket.
Isn't he marvelous, madam? He has the nose of a bloodhound, and his other features aren't so good either.
Well, you're just the men I'm looking for.
You're looking for us? Hey, are you a detective?
No. You misunderstand me. You see, my daughter is getting married this afternoon.
Oh, your daughter's getting married. Oh, I love those old-fashioned girls.
We are having a big wedding reception, and I want you two men to come out this afternoon and keep an eye on the wedding presents. They're very valuable, and I want to make sure that nothing is stolen.
How much are you best? You know, it's a very hard work and not to steal nothing.
Would you take $50? I think that would be adequate.
Adequate? I had to quit a last job for taking a $50 when the boss wasn't looking.
Very well, $50. But you must understand, of course, that you're not to mingle with the guests.
Well, madam, if we don't have to mingle with the guests, we'll do it for $40.
Oh, dear. I must hurry. My daughter can't get married unless I get her trousseau.
Trousseau? You mean a Robinson trousseau?
Your daughter's marrying Robinson Crusoe today? Monday? Wouldn't she be better off if she married the man Friday?
No. In order that no one suspect anything. I want you to dress like my guests.
Well, I'm sorry, madam, but this is the frowsiest looking suit I've got.
No, you don't understand. I want you to wear a cutaway.
Oh, it's no use, lady. I can't wear a cutaway. I only got the pants. Last week, I give the cut away.
Well, I'll be looking for you this afternoon.
Well, why look for us this afternoon when we're here right now?
Oh, I must hurry along now. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Well, boss, I guess we got a fine job.
Ravelli, for once, I think I've underrated you. From now on, your salary is raised. Hereafter, I owe you $20 a week instead of $15.
That's a fine, boss. You raise me like that?
Well, why shouldn't I raise you, Ravelli? I've raised pigs.
I hope they got a food at this wedding.
What do you care? You won't have anything to eat.
Well, even when I don't get anything to eat, I like a food good.
Jump and Jupiter, Ravelli. We're ruined. We're sunk.
What's the matter, boss?
We forgot to get the address where the woman lives.
Oh, don't get excited. Don't get excited. I know where she lives.
You know where she lives?
Sure, I know. I got the address right in here.
In where, Ravelli? What have you got there?
Ha! I got the lady's handbag.
Yay! Bravo! Bravo!
How do you do, Mr. Flywheel? How do you do, Mr. Ravelli? So you got here at last.
Yes, we had a trouble with our car.
Oh, that's too bad. Was it serious?
Oh, not very much. The motorman, he just threw us off.
Well, I'll take you right over to the table where the presents are being displayed.
Now, madam, before we go into that, permit me to say that you've got the goofiest looking collection of guests at this brawl that I ever hoped to see.
How dare you? Why, my guests are the social lights of the community.
Ravelli, let's put out the lights and go to sleep.
Here is my butler, Hives. These are the detectives I spoke to you about.
Oh, so you've been discussing us with your servants behind our backs.
Hives, take these gentlemen's hats and coats and show them where they are to guard the presents.
Very good, my lady.
Very good, my eye. Who's going to guard our hats and coats while we guard the presents?
That's all right. I don't want to lose this coat. It don't belong to me. It belonged to a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah? You have a friend there?
He's
Where
looking
is
for
he?
his coat.
Well, Hives, we'll take care of you. Oh dear, I'm always so nervous at weddings. I'm really not myself today.
Well, you're not yourself, eh? Well, whoever you are, you're no bargain.
Hives, you attend to these gentlemen and show them their duties. I really must fly now.
Well, happy landing.
Come with me, gentlemen. The presents are over here.
Never mind about the presents. We want to see, where's the kitchen?
Such a question, Ravelli. What will Hives think of you? Where were you brought up?
Hey, don't you remember I was brought up in the elevator with you?
Don't mind him, Hives. He hasn't been the same since his hat fell out of his fourth-story window.
His hat fell out of the window, sir. But I don't understand.
Well, unfortunately, he was wearing the hat at the time. Now, Hives, let's get down to business. Have you seen any suspicious-looking characters around here today? That is, besides yourself.
Oh, no, sir. All the guests are close friends of the bride and groom.
By the way, who's that dummy over there in the corner?
That man in the corner? Why, that's the groom, sir.
Well, he just gave me a dirty look. They ought to take him upstairs and give him a bath. Then the bride would have a groom and a bath. If I were the bride, I wouldn't stand for him.
If you were the bride, he wouldn't stand for you.
Now, on these two tables here, gentlemen, are the presents. Please watch them very carefully. I have to leave you now.
Ravelli, take your hands off that butter dish.
This is about a dish. Smack.
Well, that's fine. That's one present they won't steal, unless they bring a broom. Now get to work. You sit in this chair and watch the presents, and I'll lie down over here and watch you.
That's a fine. But who's going to watch you?
Who's going to watch me? I never thought of that, Ravelli. This job's getting to be too big for two men. Maybe we ought to get an assistant.
Hey, what's that noise?
I think there's somebody at the window. You better let him in.
Hey, boss. He's a great big guy, and he looks very tough.
Ravelli, open the window. There's nothing to be afraid of. And if you need me, I'm going to be hiding over here under the table.
All right, boss. I open the window and I ask him what he wants. Hey, big boy, what do you want?
What's the big idea of keeping me out in the cold? Well, I said, what's the big idea?
It's not such a big idea. It's just a little thing I thought of.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, who are you?
Never mind who I am. Who are you guys?
We're a couple of detectives.
Oh, a couple of detectives. Ha, ha, ha. That's a hot one.
Well, I've heard better ones than that, but it's pretty good.
Honest, we're detectives. If you don't believe us, we called a lady in and she proved it.
Oh, wait a minute, you mugs. You call the lady and I'll croak you. I'm giving the old girl a surprise party. But the best surprise will come when I blow out of this joint. Hey, what are you guys supposed to do here?
I watch the presents. Flywheel, he watch me. But we got nobody to watch Flywheel.
Flywheel? What are you talking about? Who ever heard of Flywheel?
What? You've never heard of me? Flywheel, the old gray fox, the pride of Scotland Yard.
Well, you punks can clear out of here. I'll do the whole thing for you. You won't even have to watch the presents. That's gonna be my job. And to show you what a good guy I am, I won't even charge you a cent.
Stranger, I bet you give a fellow the shirt off your back. And that's decent of you. It's more than I can say for the shirt.
Go on, scram, scram. I'll take good care of the presents. Don't worry. I'll handle those presents like they was my own.
Ravelli, that fellow certainly is a prince. Let's hurry out of here before he changes his mind. Come on.
I'm a-coming. Good. Hey, look out. Here comes the old lady of the house.
Well, gentlemen, why aren't you watching the presents?
We don't have to watch them anymore. We know what they look like.
Why,
You'll pardon us, madam. We're very busy. There's something that must be investigated immediately. I must question the servants at once.
question the servants? What for?
Well, I want to find out where we eat.
Hey, boss, there's that pretty girl again.
Oh. See here, who are you two? I'm getting awfully tired of you following me around.
I no follow you. I follow my boss, Mr. Flywheel. He follow you.
Well, I don't like it.
Well, I'm with you there, babe. I don't like it either. This is the worst wedding I ever went to, except my own. Say, how about you and me ducking out of this little dump and going someplace else?
Sir, do you know who I am? I am the bride.
You're the bride? Look here, if you're the bride, why aren't you wearing a train?
I guess that she missed her train, and that's why she's running so fast. That's so good.
You go away, or I'll call my father.
I don't want your father. You call another girl, and we all go away.
I certainly don't know any girls who'd go out with you.
Neither do we. That's why we ask you.
I still think it's a dull wedding. Hey, maybe we can liven it up. Do you like riddles?
No,
Fine, then I'll ask you one. What has 8 legs and sings?
I don't know.
Give up? A centipede.
But a centipede has 100 legs.
Yes, but he can't sing.
Listen to me. If you people have been hired for this wedding, then you belong outside. The servants have quarters of their own.
Oh, no, lady. We just have been shooting crap with them, and they got no more quarters left.
Oh, I've had enough of you two. Kindly get out of my way.
Ravelli, you heard what the bride said. Get off the bridal path. I'll see you later, goo-goo.
Hey, she's a nice kid. Hey, boss, here comes the old battle axe again. Oh, hey, she looks pretty mad. I think I better go back and watch the presents.
Oh, so you're going to walk out on me, eh, Ravelli? All you think about is saving your own face. And I think you're making a big mistake to save it. All right, go on. I'll watch the presents.
Mr. Flywheel!
All right, boss, I'll see you later.
Why, Mr. Flywheel, I thought you were supposed to be staying in that room with presents.
Madam, I couldn't stand being alone in that room. I just had to have another look at you. And now that I've had that look, I can hardly wait to get back to the presents.
Why, Mr. Flywheel?
Oh, don't call me Mr. Flywheel. You could just call me Sugar, and I'll call you Cocaine.
Why, my name isn't Cocaine. Cocaine is a dupe.
Well, so are you.
Oh, Mr. Flywheel, I simply love the things you say.
Oh, Mrs. Brittenhouse, I know you'll think me a sentimental old softy, but would you give me a lock of your hair?
Oh, why, Mr. Flywheel?
Hey, I'm letting you off easy. I was going to ask you for the whole wig.
Well, we'll discuss that later. It's too bad you can't join us for refreshments. Or maybe some evening you'd like to have me for dinner.
Have you for dinner? Well, if there's nothing better to eat, I wouldn't mind. But personally, I prefer a can of salmon.
Mrs. Brittenhouse! Mrs. Brittenhouse!
Is there no privacy here?
Why, Hives, what is the matter?
The presents! The presents!
What about the presents?
They're gone! We've been robbed!
Robbed? Where's Ravelli? Quick, find Ravelli.
Here I am, boss. How are you making out?
Listen, Ravelli, I told you to watch the presents.
That's just what I was doing.
There you are, Miss Brittenhouse. You have nothing to worry about.
But, madam, the presents are gone.
Gone?
We'll have to question some of your guests. Ravelli will have to grill these people.
Grill my guests?
Shoo, we a couple of gorillas.
But, Mr. Flywheel, if your man was watching the presents, how does it happen that they disappeared?
Say, that's a very interesting point you just brought up, Miss Brittenhouse. A very interesting point. Ravelli, maybe you can elucidate.
Shoo, I can elucidate. And if we don't hurry up out of here, I'm going to elucidate with my guile.
But I hired you two men to watch the presents, and now they've disappeared under your very eyes. You couldn't have been watching them. How could it have happened? Answer me! Answer me!
Ravelli, answer the very nice lady, and I'll give you a nickel to get yourself a big box of rat poison. Did you watch those presents?
Boss, I watched them just like a bloodhound. You remember that big fella? He come in the room? Well, if I watch him.
Yes?
Yes?
Yeah. He walk over. He pick up the presents, and I watch him.
Yes?
And he take them out the window. They put them on a truck, and I watch him.
Yes?
But when the truck drive away, then I cannot watch him no more.
Well, you're a genius. And now, Mrs. Brittenhouse, how about our $50?
Come on. Clap, 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 clap. I can't hear that applause.
Yay!
Oh, all right. So that's the first episode. While a couple of things get reset, just wanted to ask you all again, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please consider donating to the Garfield Center for the Arts at garfieldcenter.org/donate. So, just a couple minutes. So yeah, we're here for every Wednesday at 7:30. Sometimes a little later if there are technical difficulties. But yeah, if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and go. All right.
Everyone's ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Ready when you are, CB.
Well, law offices of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. Hello, who? Who did you want to speak to? I can't understand you, Mr. Flywheel. I can't make out what this man is saying. You better talk to him.
Here, give me that phone. Hello? Hello, what's that? You want to speak to Mr. Tilson? Mr. Tilson Sr. or Mr. Tilson Jr.? Oh, you don't know? Well, is he a tall man or a short man? He's short? Oh, you mean Mr. Tilson Jr. Well, there's nobody here by that name. You must have the wrong number. Goodbye.
Why, Mr. Flywheel, what have you got that string tied around your finger for?
String? Oh, yes, I put that on last night to remind me to ask you to do something for me this morning.
Well, what did you want me to do?
Well, I can't imagine. Unless it was to get you to untie that string. Oh, wait, now I remember. I was going to deposit 10 cents we found yesterday in the bank. By the way, where is that 10 cents?
It's in that drawer, Mr. Flywheel, where you put it last night.
You mean this drawer? Miss Dimple, look, it's gone. The money's gone.
Your assistant, Mr. Ravelli, is coming in. Maybe he knows something about it.
Hello, boss. Hello, Miss Din.
You never mind that, Ravelli. What happened to that 10 cents that was in that drawer?
Hey, search me.
Search you? Well, that's a very good suggestion, Ravelli. Hold him, Miss Dimple. I knew it. Right here in his pocket. Now, Ravelli, I guess you'll sing a different tune.
All right. I sing it a 10-cent tune.
10-cent tune?
Sure. Dime on my hand.
Yeah, you hand over that money. Look, Miss Dimple, a dime and 2 cents. Where'd the 2 cents come from? Say, this money's beginning to yield interest. Maybe we ought to keep it in Ravelli's pocket instead of in the bank. Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
Boss, I took it at 10 cents, but it was just a mistake. You see, I thought it was a quarter.
Ravelli, I'm amazed. You'd rob your friend and employer for 10 cents, a measly bit of change?
Well, boss, the doctor said the change would do me good.
I see. All right, Miss Dimple, let him go. Now, Ravelli, you let go of Miss Dimple.
Boss, I forgot what I was doing.
You'd forget your head if it wasn't on Miss Dimple's shoulder. Now, where have you been all morning?
I was standing on the corner looking at an accident.
An accident? Was it a good one? Will it make a law case? What happened?
Well, you see, a man, he walked right in front of a baker's wagon. It was the baker's fault. He should have turned to the left.
Nonsense. The baker had no choice in the matter. You know that bakers can't be choosers.
Well, it was the baker's fault. He was a sitting and a driving. At the same time, he was eating a piece of cake.
Driving and eating cake? Did he give his horn a honk?
No, he ate it all himself. He didn't give anybody a honk. No, what? Not even the horse.
What, he didn't give the poor horse any cake? Why not?
Well, I don't know, boss. Maybe it was because he didn't have a horse. He was driving an automobile.
Oh, here comes a lady. She looks like a client.
Pardon me. Are you Mr. Flywheel?
Am I Mr. Flywheel? Now, before I answer that, there's one thing I want to know. Are you Mrs. Flywheel?
Oh, certainly not.
All right, then, I am Mr. Flywheel. And I bet I can guess who you are.
Well, then, who am I?
I give up. Who are you?
I give up, too. And I wasn't even playing.
My name is Mrs. Jackson, and well, I've come to get you to help me with my income tax.
Help you with your income tax? A big woman like you ought to pay your own taxes.
Taxes? Hey, I got a brother living in Texas.
Quiet, we're talking about taxes, money, dollars.
Well, that's where my brother lives. Dollars and taxes.
Ravelli, if you were only deaf, you'd be deaf and dumb.
Gentlemen, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, madam, what do you know? What you don't know won't hurt you. And that ought to make you practically safe from anything.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
Then you must be in the wrong office.
Keep quiet, Ravelli. I can defend myself. Now say, madam, what about your income tax?
Oh, I've got a blank right here with me.
Yeah, so have I. His name's Ravelli.
I mean, I've got a tax blank with me, and there are a few things I don't understand.
Madam, let me see that blank. Hey, this income tax is very entertaining reading. You haven't got an amusement tax with you instead.
I'm afraid it's rather complicated.
Complicated? Why, a child of 4 could explain this. Ravelli, will you run out and see if you can find a child of 4? I can't make heads or tails of this.
Hey, that's no good at all. It got no pictures.
Now, let's see. We'll start at the beginning. It says here, are you a resident of the United States?
That's crazy. That paper wasn't know if the lady is a resident of the United States. Everybody knows Mr. Hoover. He the resident of the United States.
Oh, say, here's a good one. It says, a fiduciary filing the return for an estate in process of administration may claim, now get this, this will kill you. In lieu of this deduction provided in section 162A in the Act of 1928B, how do you like it so far, Ravelli?
That one's too easy, but I know a much better riddle. Hey, lady, 13 men was under an umbrella and only one of them got wet. Why was that?
Well, I'm sure I don't know.
Well, it wasn't raining.
Well, how did the one man get wet?
Him. He went home and he took a bath.
Oh, please, gentlemen, what about my income tax?
Your income tax? Haven't you anything else to occupy your mind? What do you do for a living?
Oh, I have a millinery shop.
I have my little brother. He goes to a millinery school. He's going to be a soldier.
Oh, well, that's all very nice, but I wish you'd attend to my income tax.
Madam, if wishes were horses, I'd drive you home. However, leave your tax with me and I'll drop it off at your shop this afternoon. I'll let you know how much you owe.
Oh, well, I'll be expecting you then, this afternoon.
Fine. And now, let's have a paper chase.
A paper chase?
Sure. I'll read the paper. Ravelli will chase you out of here.
Ah!
I'm skipping the applause.
Taxi! Taxi!
Hey, boss. What do you want a taxi for?
You expect me, Flywheel, to walk to Mrs. Jackson's shop? What kind of impression do you think that would make? Where's your pride, Ravelli?
Hey, I ain't got no pride. I ain't even engaged.
Taxi! Taxi!
Cab drives up. Cab drives up.
Did we
He's
lose?
froze.
Our cab driver is frozen.
Oh no!
Miss Dimp, you'll have to read the
I'll
driver.
say her lines.
Okay.
Hey, boss. Oh no, you said that. Keep going. Taxi, taxi.
Taxi, taxi.
No, we're past that. Driver, we want to go to Mrs. Jackson's millinery shop.
Sorry, shop. 555 Boulevard Avenue.
All right, buddy, hop in. Slam.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. How are we going to pay for this cab?
Ravelli, don't cross a bridge till you come to it.
Squeal.
Hey, and that goes for you too, driver.
Hey, a driver. Why don't you look at where you're going with this whole tin can?
Listen, Ravelli, you'll have to stop berating this car. What do you think you are, a car berater?
Hey, you guys, sorry. If you don't like this cab, you can get out and walk.
Oh, a wise guy.
Yeah, I'm a wise guy. What do you think of that?
Well, if you're so wise, answer me this. If I mail this letter today, will it be delivered to Philadelphia in the morning?
Sure it will. It'll get there first thing in the morning.
And that's where you're wrong. It won't get to Philadelphia in the morning. This letter is addressed to Boston.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Look at that, a cop running this away. What's that matter?
Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, he's jumping on the running board. Hey, officer, what's the big idea? We didn't invite you to come with us.
Where are we?
Shut up.
Just ran up on the running board.
You're the cop on 94.
94.
A 94, I'm a cop. Hold on, everybody. Sorry, technical issues. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Yes, very good.
Hold on. I'm a cop.
I thought
Wait.
you were a golfer.
Oh, I say shut up. Shut
Yes.
up! Keep chasing that car, driver. I tell you, those fellas just stole $10,000.
What?
What? Top of the page, Jen.
Oh, 94.
Never mind, there's 2 shut up lines on that page. Sorry, folks. I'm backing up. Okay. Shut up, you. Listen, driver. Follow that touring car ahead of you. It's full of gunmen and they just held up a bank. Come on, drive like the devil and look out for the bullets.
Okay, Chief, we'll catch those rats.
Oh, Sugarfoot! Okay, Chief, we'll catch those rats.
Hey, we better stop at that corner and get some cheese.
Cheese? For what?
For my lunch.
You guys had better get down on the floor if you don't want to get hit.
Oh, man, I'm so hungry.
Tat, 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 tat.
Move over, Ravelli, quick. Let Flywheel have the floor.
Ouch! Ouch!
Did they hit you, buddy?
They know hit my body, but they almost got me in the neck.
Bang, bang, bang.
Look, turn to the right at the next corner, driver. I want to pass my girl's house. She'll enjoy seeing Ravelli shot at.
Some of you might remember this. Shut up! Keep chasing that car, driver! I tell you, those fellas just stole $10,000!
Now, see here, officer, you can chase that car if you like, but I'm not in the habit of running after people just because they have money. Officer, you may be poor, but I'm sure they're just as nice as those rich fellows you're running after.
I tell you, those guys are thieves, bandits!
Well, I still insist you are just as nice as they are. Trouble with you is you're suffering from an inferiority complex.
Duck! Duck! They're gonna shoot!
Oh, are they duck shooting?
Bang, 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 bang.
If you were a man, officer, you'd arrest those fellows. This isn't the duck hunting season.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Breaking
Hey.
glass.
Hey, I wish my father was here. He's a dead shot.
A dead shot?
Yeah, he's been dead for 2 years.
Look out, you two! Here comes a hand grenade!
Hey, boss, look at what I catch. It looks juicy like a pineapple.
Hey! Throw that out the window! It's a hand grenade!
Hey, Ravelli, big help you are. Too bad they didn't throw pneumonia. I'd like to see you catch that.
Faster, driver! They're only a block ahead!
Block ahead, Flywheel. He's a block ahead too, but we don't talk about it.
Bang, 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 bang,
We're
bang.
gaining! We're gaining!
Say, you are gaining, officer. And if I were you, I'd stop eating potatoes.
Yeah, that reminds me. You know what I weighed yesterday, boss?
No, what do you weigh?
A pound of sugar. Some joke. Hey, boss, look at what the meter says.
Jumping Jupiter at $6.25. Officer, officer,
Well, what is it?
where are we going?
Bang, bang, bang.
They're headed out for the open country, and we're following them!
Well, I wonder if you'd ask these gunmen if they do us a big favor.
Bang, bang! What do you want?
Well, if it's all the same to them, I wonder if they wouldn't mind being chased to Mrs. Jackson's millinery shop. We have a business appointment, and it's at 3 o'clock, and we're late now.
Oh, yeah, that one needs applause. Just give it up. Give it up.
Dignity. Always dignity.
That's right.
So sorry.
Higher.
That's good.
What, higher?
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, boss. It's so lucky those bandits got away over the state line. I was afraid for a while we'd catch up to them.
Well, here we are. This is the dive you guys wanted. 555 Boulevard Avenue.
Yes, this is it. Mrs. Jackson's millinery shop. And thanks for a delightful outing, driver. You must come over and go shooting with us sometime. Come on, Ravelli.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How about the fare?
What fare?
The fare is $56.30.
$56.30? That's impossible.
See here, buddy. After that long ride around this country, you ain't gonna stand there and argue about $56.30, are you?
Argue about it? Why, certainly not. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm just not going to pay it.
You'll pay it all right.
Hey, don't get excited. You just wait here till we come out. We got to see that lady on the business.
All right. I'll wait.
And if we're not out in 10 minutes, don't bother to wait any longer.
I'll be here. Don't worry.
And I'll be in there. But I can't promise you won't worry. Come on, Ravelli.
Hey, he's a pretty nice shop.
Well, Mr. Flywheel, this is a fine time to be coming.
Oh, never mind about that. The important thing is, has this place got a back door?
Well, what about my income tax?
Keep quiet, Ravelli. I can do. Well, in that case, you owe the government $56.30.
Hey, that's the funny thing. That's just what we owe the taxi cab. $56.30.
Why, that's far too much. I won't pay it.
Well, that makes 3 of us that won't pay it. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Jackson, do you know the best way to avoid falling hair?
Why,
Well, it's very simple. The next time you see it falling, just step quickly out of the way. And now, about that $56.30. Unless you can build a back door, we'll take it in cash.
Well, but that's nonsense. If I really owe that much, I'll send it to the government myself.
What's the matter, lady? You don't trust us?
Oh, no, you misunderstand me. It isn't that I don't trust you, but I always pay my tax in installments every 3 months.
That's no good. We can't keep that a cab waiting that long.
And now, gentlemen, aside from what I owe the government, what do I owe you for the work you've done?
Just a moment, and I'll figure this out. All right, let's see. All right, 3 hours labor, time and a half for overtime, an hour for lunch, a horse, $1. That's 4 times 4, it's 28. 12 carried makes 32, minus Ravelli, which adds up to, Mrs. Jackson, you owe us exactly $56.30.
Why, that's just what you told me I owe the government. Mr. Flywheel, do you mind telling me how you arrived at that figure?
Oh, you want to know how we arrived at that figure?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. We left town by Hemingway Avenue, came back through 10th Street, cut across Billy Boulevard, and before you could say Jack Robinson, we arrived at $56.30.
I'm very confused. I wish you'd come up to my office and show it to me on paper.
Okay, babe. You lead the way and I'll go ahead of you. You stay here, Ravelli, and watch the store.
Oh, yes, and Mr. Ravelli, if any customers come in, please call me.
All right, lady.
Come, Mr. Flywheel.
Hey, you! How long do I have to wait?
Hello, Mr. Taxi Driver. You want to buy something?
I want my $56 and I want it quick.
You want a $56? What happened to the 30 cents? Anybody? You got it the wrong man. I never saw you before. Hey, maybe you want to buy something. Nice lady's hat.
Well, what do I do with a lady's hat?
Here, try one on. That's a very nice hat.
Well, that isn't a bad hat. Maybe that wouldn't look so bad on the wife. How much is it?
It's just $56.30. You want us to wrap it up, or will you wear it?
Say, you've got your Noive with you. $56.30 for that little hat?
All right. Here's a bigger hat, and it won't cost a cent more than $56.30.
Say, what are you trying to do? Kid me? I know you. You're one of the 2 guys I'm waiting to collect from. Where's the guy with the mustache?
He's inside, shaving off his mustache.
What's she doing that for?
He's shaving it off so you won't know him.
Oh, he thinks he can fool me, does he?
Sure, I could fool you too, but it'd only take me longer. I'd have to stay here till I grow a mustache.
Mr. Flywheel, this is an outrage. You haven't put a single figure down on this income tax blank. Why, I don't even believe you've even looked at it.
Well, that's all right. I've got the whole thing in my head. Now, if you had an x-ray machine, I could show it to you.
Oh, so there's the other guy. Listen, punk, I'm tired of waiting for you.
Driver, I thought I told you to wait outside in my car.
Did we buy a car now?
I'm sick of all this horseplay. I won't pay you a cent. I'm going right down to the tax collector's office now and get them to figure it out for me.
Ah, you're going down to the collector's office now? Ravelli, call a taxi cab for Mrs. Jackson. On second thought, driver, you take Mrs. Jackson wherever she wants to go.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, what about that money?
Driver, this lady's in a hurry. Mrs. Jackson will pay you, the taxi driver, whatever the meter says when you get there, won't you?
Why, certainly. I always pay my taxi fares.
Well, there you are, driver. Mrs. Jackson will take your cab.
Oh, very well.
Okay, boss. I guess it's all right. Come on, lady.
Here, Mrs. Jackson, allow me to help you in.
Goodbye, lady.
Goodbye.
Well, boss, we got out of that pretty good.
Out of it? Now, how are we going to get back to the office?
Why? How far is it?
Well, it's 40 miles as the crow flies and 60 miles as the house flies.
Don't worry, boss. I'll call Miss Dimp and I'll tell her to come out here right away.
Well, what good will that do us? She hasn't got any money either.
That's a fine. Then the three of us can walk home together.
Hey!
Oh, there's no more music. Are we done?
Okay.
Yeah.
All cast of characters has been Jim Landskroener as Groucho Marx as Waldorf T. Flywheel. Chris Landskroener as Chico Marx as Emmanuel Ravelli. Diane Landskroener as Miss Dimple and the Bride. Melissa McGlynn as Mrs. Brittenhouse and Mrs. Jackson. And Jen Friedman as Hives, as Man, as taxi driver, and as cop. And as always, me, your announcer, Nick Carter.
Yay!
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, folks. So, oh God, no,
We're still on.
it's Friedman. How do I get back? How do I get back? There I am. Is that me? Hey, there we go. All right. So, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I sure did. I love the Marx Brothers and especially the Flywheel, Shyster and Flywheel shows. So, join us next week. We have another guest coming in. We are not going to announce that until later this week. But as always, if you enjoyed tonight's program, please consider donating or buying a gift certificate from garfieldcenter.org/donate. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next week. And now I just